This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Tuesday, March 18th. Mostly sunny and breezy in Dallas-Fort Worth today with a high of 84. A few lingering clouds this evening, but mostly clear with a low of 62. Here are today's headlines. Some of the hottest neighborhoods in Dallas are located in downtown, Oak Cliff, Northwest, and West Dallas. These areas can get about 12 degrees hotter than other parts of the city during the summer, according to Dallas's latest Urban Heat Island Effect study. Heat islands are urbanized areas that experience higher temperatures than the surrounding region. Buildings and roads absorb and release more of the sun's heat than natural landscapes. The EPA defines these areas where such structures are concentrated and green space is limited as heat islands. The study was conducted in two phases. In the first year, Dallas partnered with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration to pinpoint the hottest neighborhoods. Volunteers drove about 100 square miles around key areas with sensors on their windows to record temperatures at 3 different times in the day. In the study's second phase, the Texas Trees Organization partnered with the city and had volunteers with infrared digital thermometers take surface temperature readings in the Southwestern Medical District, White Rock Lake, Fair Park, and Oakland Cemetery. They compared landscape materials like grass, mulch, trees, soil, and water to hardscape materials like asphalt, wood, concrete, turf, and plastic. Landscape materials tend to possess cooler surface temperatures, differing by up to 12 degrees. In other news, the federal government has until March 18th to pay Catholic Charities Fort Worth millions in grant funds that have been withheld since January. A federal judge on March 14th ordered the Department of Health and Human Services to release $47 million that became entangled in the Trump administration's restructuring of federal programs. The grants were allocated to pay for organizations that partner with Catholic Charities Fort Worth, such as the Texas Office for Refugees, which provides resettlement services to people fleeing violence and persecution in their home countries. Catholic Charities Fort Worth sued HHS and Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy earlier this month, alleging the federal government had unlawfully frozen the funding. The pause led to thousands of refugees losing their cash payment benefits, which resulted in evictions and other hardships, as well as the possibility of having to lay off nearly half of its staff across Texas. Next up, a 5-year-old boy reported missing in Grand Prairie over the weekend has been found dead, police officials confirmed Monday. Santiago Aburto Gonzalez was reported missing after he was seen Sunday evening leaving his home at the Ashton Park apartment complex. Santiago was found by a dive team Monday afternoon, about 4 feet deep in a creek adjacent to the apartment complex. The case remains under investigation, but police said foul play was not suspected. And a Dallas city official is set to get time with Saks Global as the date for the closure of the downtown Neiman Marcus nears. Dallas city manager Kimberly Bizor Tolbert is slated to have a conversation with the department store. Last week, Tolbert signed a letter addressed to Richard Baker, executive chairman of Saks Global, that requested a meeting in the next 10 days, according to a copy of the document obtained by the Dallas Morning News. It also included others on a downtown consortium seeking to preserve the store. The talk will be the latest in a series of efforts that have centered around the downtown Neiman Marcus store, which has had a presence in the city's core for over a century. The site is set to close at the end of this month after a dispute between the company and the landlord, a challenge that the consortium worked to address. Saks Global has said repeatedly that it plans to close the store. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.